I'm about to pull out. There we go. Elbows tight. And we're live. We should be live. I think we're live now.
I mean, it's a good thing you got the high-speed internet now.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine trying to do this with low-speed internet.
We wouldn't have.
Would have been terrible. Details. It should be in the details. There we go. Thumbnail. Boom. Boom. Playlists. Extra content. Boom. Boom. Actually, no, we'll put this in the video podcast clip or episodes. Boom. Look at that. Save. We are all good. We're live. John, how's it going, man?
It's going good, man. How you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. I'm excited to be sitting here for a live stream. I had to go change some settings real quick. I haven't live streamed enough on this or with our YouTube to fully.
I think it's been a while since we live streamed. It was probably our UFC fight a long time ago.
Yeah, I was going to say our UFC fight last time was, which was a lot of fun. What you got over there? You got Diet Dr. Pepper? What's your beverage of the day, Jonathan?
Diet Dr. Pepper. You know, although we've had family in town, as you've seen the last week, so the nights have been kind of late hanging out.
Yes, yeah. Last night was real late.
An iced coffee would have been really good this morning, but I didn't get one.
Oh man, I wonder why. You could have easily have bought one. So there's some things that I kind of want to go over today. Where's my phone?
That's a good question.
It's right next to me. There's some things that I wanted to go over today. One popular thing going on right now is the Tom Hardy video. I think we should give our blue belt breakdown of how he did. I think that would be pretty funny.
Yeah, I've only seen bits and pieces, so this will be pretty legitimate reaction.
Yeah, I watched it one time, but I didn't do an analysis of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it'd be cool to do the whole breakdown of it and get our reaction and see if we think Tom Hardy would whip our butt. Do you think Tom Hardy would kick your tail?
Look, if Venom wanted to fight me, I'm passing on it. You know, I'm just gonna pass.
Yeah,
we've seen his skills as Venom, and what was the other movie? You know, Warrior. Yeah, that was real good.
He was in Warrior when he was the MMA fighter, and then he played Charles Bronson,
what?
Yeah, the super bad English criminal guy, and that was a good movie. But he got in pretty good shape for both of those. And Batman, he was freaking huge, bro.
Let's imagine you're competing, and you don't know who your competition is, and you get on there and it's him.
No,
this might be your first competition. It's his first competition, right?
No. I don't think it's his first.
Oh, it's the first one I've seen.
Yeah, it's the first one I've seen. I've known he's been doing Jiu-Jitsu for a while. He's like for the podcast. If we could get him on the podcast, that'd be like our how should I say, our unicorn, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the holy grail for
there
the
you
podcast.
Go, holy grail. Yeah, I like that better.
That'd be a good one. So that's who I would love to get on the show. If anyone can make that happen, Captain, let me know. But what's going on with your life lately, John?
Not too much. It's pretty much the same stuff we talk about, just work, family. You know, we had some interesting stuff over the weekend. We had somebody break in our mailbox, breaking into the cars around here.
Yep.
So that was a little bit of action.
I asked, I was like, hey, it's a federal crime to break into someone's mailbox, right? Is lethal force authorized then?
You know, this is the way I feel about it. If they're going to break into the house or if they're committing a crime like that, right? I doubt they're going to tell people. So if I can take care of the problem, I'm not going to tell anyone either. I mean, who's going to go looking for him?
I'm going to end the live stream
right,
here.
Perfect.
Delete this.
I mean, my friend has a backhoe.
No.
I mean, we're good to go.
It's true, man. Like, I think it's so interesting how some people are so willing to do such bad things. I mean, it's not stealing from mailbox to me isn't like super bad, but it's still pretty bad. It kind of goes to the whole thing where you talk about like you don't know who someone is, right? Like you could be stealing someone's mail and they could just like come out and blow you away.
It could be like John Wick, man. Just don't know. Guy trying to chill at his house.
Yeah, don't kick my puppy. All right, so
well, just think about the risk of it, right? So they hit a lot of houses. So I mean, it's not like they're just doing a smash and grab.
Yeah,
that's 3 cars in one driveway they got into.
Yep.
Then some mailboxes, a couple streets over. I mean, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of risk.
It's a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm.
And you got an email from some lady on the other side of town. That's how you found out, right?
Yeah, not even close to us. Yeah, she just hit me up on Facebook. She was like, "Hey, I have your mail." And I was like, "Oh, where are you at?" And, she named some streets I'd never heard of. So I was like, "Where are you at?" And yeah, she's in a city proper that's near us. It's nowhere near our house.
Yeah, it's like literally 20, 30 minutes away.
Yeah, so whoever robbed the cars and the mailboxes, they just went and dumped it all out there. So
yeah, I thought that was crazy. Here, let me pull up SpeakPipe because we actually have a question. If you guys haven't hit us up on SpeakPipe yet to leave us a voicemail, we actually have someone that did. And it's a good message. Oh, no.
But I think a lot of people were leaving their cars unlocked. I think we'll all be double checking that.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be double checking that. Like we have the ADT alarm system in our house, and I've been setting that at night again. Not to give away my force protection plan, but but I've been starting to use that at night too, just because I don't want to have to worry about that thing. You know what I mean? Just one less thing. And so I've been turning it on again at night, and every morning I go to like grab the door, and I'm like, "Ooh, I need to turn off the alarm." Like I don't want to wake the family up with a loud ass alarm.
Well, it's unfortunate if you live outside of town. It kind of makes you a target because the criminals that live in town then want to go drive around these backcountry neighborhoods and just we're easier targets.
Yeah, and we're kind of like far out here too, so they probably stay somewhere close to where they dropped the mail because they're like, "Oh, we're getting too close to our house. Let's just ravage the stuff now, and then we'll be good."
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid that people do those things. But what can you do? That's just.
I mean, most people get junk mail now anyway. I mean, what do they think they're getting?
I know
that's. They didn't even open the junk mail. It was like those credit card application junk mails.
They're like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, the lady showed me the pictures of it laying out on the road. It wasn't even open. They even knew it was junk mail. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why? What makes you think this is a good idea? No, everyone does like paperless things now, pretty much. You know what I mean? To prevent their identities being stolen or whatever. Like, even if you get my medical bills, I don't even think there's really much stuff on my medical bills that you could steal from it. You know what I mean? And nothing in the mail really gets sent with my social security number on it or anything of importance.
Well, what was one of the backpacks we recovered, which was not mine nor my brother-in-law's, has a bunch of where we work employment information in it.
Oh.
So I'm going to bring that to work and see if we can find out whose backpack that is.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's they got it from this neighborhood, or are you trying to say like
No. Well, I mean, it was with all the backpacks and stuff.
So you don't know if like maybe it was one of theirs?
Right.
Oh. I don't know, man. Tweakers are weird.
They are.
Tweakers are weird. I don't understand why they do things they do, but I was watching a TikTok, and one thing that the piece of content that I saw was like you could always make excuses. But do you ever hear a crackhead say they ain't got no money for crack? No, well, they find a way.
That's true. That is true.
It's like you could find a way to do something too.
I told you I got a plan. Since Seattle is very liberal when it comes to that kind of things. They give out clean needles. They have clean injection sites, all that.
Yeah, they kind of
I think they should be like, if you bring us back trash, we'll give you the clean needles and all this stuff. Because I think They would be so fixated on it, the city would be spotless in no time.
Oh my God. But then they would have to like regulate it, right? They're like, I bought like 15 bags. There's no more trash. Like we just now need to make more trash.
Then they'll start stealing our trash. You know what I mean? It'd be great.
Yeah. Hey, you need this bag of baby diapers? I can go take it.
Yeah. Waste management will start complaining.
And then next thing you know, the homeless people unionize and they're ready to go.
There we go. I can see it happening.
So you missed training yet?
I'm busy enough right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even make it on Thursday because Lordell and the Canadian, a bunch of their friends went to the weekend concert, so I wasn't able to train on Thursday. I just sat at home and hung out with the kids, and it was nice. You know what I mean? I didn't really have anything else to do. Once they went down, they go down around 7. Both of them go down for the night around 7. So then I was just chilling. I was like, what do I do with the rest of my time on a Thursday?
Well, I've actually found it pretty enjoyable because now when I take Drew to her soccer games, I take Drew to her soccer practice, and like I used to get a little pissy about it, right? Because like, God damn, every day this week I have something to do, and every afternoon's tied up. Yeah, it's nice to just take her and not worry about it.
Yeah, you were telling me that after you came home from the soccer game, and it's like that's a problem with training, and people feeling like the necessity of always having to go. Rob from McJojo Life just talked about this on our last episode, right? He's like, there's other things out there besides jiu-jitsu, right? I just posted a reel about it. And, we always get this idea in our head where we feel guilty for missing training, or we feel some sort of way about missing training or having to take a break or whatever, right? There's this whole stigmatism within the community of like, oh, no, you have to keep training. And I don't think it's very prominent, but it is still there. And maybe it's more internal also, too. Like maybe people feel that way about training. They put that unrealistic expectation on themselves, or they feel that they have to train like that, but they put everything else on the wayside, their family or whatever. Like, no, tonight is that I have to train every night, or you know what I mean? Not so much for us because I think we're pretty level-headed, but I like anything, I'm sure there are people out there that are overly obsessive and take it a little too far. You know what I mean?
I have enjoyed, normally the days that I would train, I've been trying to go learn how to fly fish. So
how's that going?
It's hard. I can't cast. I spent 2 hours and I couldn't get that cast right one time. Like, I'm gonna have to hit Justin up.
I've never been fly fishing before, but I could imagine that it's pretty fun.
I don't know. I haven't reached the fun part yet. Couldn't tell you.
Well, maybe you just need to hire a professional there, John.
Yeah, maybe. I wasn't learning enough from YouTube. I thought I had it down.
They make like the kits that you can do in your house or in your yard and everything like that, right?
Try it. You'll see when you go try it.
I don't know if I'm going to try it, John. That's probably all you, to tell you the truth.
We can walk to the lake. It's a 5-minute walk. You can try it.
That's true. I was thinking about the other night, like finding a way I want to go fishing, but I want to do it like early morning or in the evening because that's when fishing is typically the best. I don't want to get off work at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and go in the blazing hot sun.
True.
To go fishing, because I don't even think fish like it during that time of the day either. You know what I mean? So, but I want to get into some more fishing, just to pick up another hobby. Maybe take Charles and Hale out there and show them the ways of fishing and how to cast. I think Charles would have a lot of fun once he understood how to cast. And the first time he catches a fish, because when we were on that river trip for that week, it was the first day I didn't catch a single fish, and I was like,
"You didn't catch one the first day?"
The first day, no.
Wow.
I think maybe late into the first day, but I felt like it was pretty. I don't remember catching it on the first day. I remember catching one on the second day, and so I was kind of discouraged. Like, man, I'm not going to get this. Like, I'm just a failure at fishing, failure at life. Like,
and then you caught the biggest fish of the whole trip.
Yeah, I caught we were having competitions on who could get the biggest fish, and the losers would have to do, what was it, like 25, 30 push-ups or something like that. And I got the biggest fish. And then one time, the last time we did the little competition between all of us, it was like, hey, we're going to float all day, save your biggest fish for all day, and then tonight, when we start setting up camp, we'll see who has the biggest fish. And I didn't realize how big my bass was until you guys were like, "Yeah, look at this thing." I was like, "Jesus, my fucking thing
Yeah.
is huge,
Yeah,
dude."
you definitely won that one.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
You should have kept that, mounted it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bass.
Yeah. Still,
Was it really? I don't think
you're still talking about it, right? I mean, you can't let it go, so you should have.
I did let it go. I was like, bye bye.
Could have been a mirror. You could have had it on the wall. You could have been like, this one I caught right here.
Yeah.
In 2021.
Yeah. Height of the pandemic.
That's right. That's right.
So, but doing things outside of training has been a lot of fun too. But there's a seminar going on today too over at our cousin's school, Hybrid in Bremerton.
I can't believe you didn't go.
Well, we said we were going to do this.
Wow.
What's wrong with that?
Shame.
I mean, I could train, yeah, but I could also sit here and drink some coffee with my best friend and talk some shit and have some fun.
That's
true. What I mean?
It's true.
So, but whatever, John. I don't know why you gotta be such a jerk. Hey, so in other news though, real quick, besides the Tom Hardy thing, Jordan, one of our good friends of the show, Jordan Pressinger, Jordan teaches Jiu-Jitsu. He recently hit frickin' 100,000 subscribers. Jordan is Jiu-Jitsu hit 100,000 subscribers last night on his YouTube channel. Crazy. I couldn't believe it, man. Well, I can believe it because his content is phenomenal, obviously. But it was super cool to see because even when he was interviewing with us, he's like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." And when you have that kind of mindset, whether it's you are gonna be a blue belt or you're gonna do X, Y, and Z, once you set your mind to it, it's really the only thing stopping you is yourself, in my opinion. So the fact that he stuck through it is pretty freaking cool, and I can only imagine the feeling of such a monumental achievement. You know what I mean? Like I just want to hit 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube because then we can be monetized.
Well, there you go.
But it's really hard. We're at like 421, 422, like that, which is to me is still phenomenal. Like I think it's super, super cool that we have that many people subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'm trying to produce more content for it. But 100,000 subscribers,
that's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
It is.
What would you do?
What do you think the next target is then? Do you think it's
maybe 250,
250,
a million? I talk to him pretty regularly, and he talks about how he wants to be the biggest YouTuber in the space for jiu-jitsu. But then he also talks about how he has different aspirations of wanting to do other things besides just jiu-jitsu because he wants to reach a larger audience. And so, well, yeah, that would be interesting because I feel like the jiu-jitsu community it is growing, but it is still very niche. And if we want to turn this into something that is bigger than just jiu-jitsu, you got to start reaching out to things that are bigger than just jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean?
That focus and drive, though, I mean, that's going to take a lot of it.
Yeah.
Trying to do something like that, I could imagine if it was me personally, I would have to be like all in and just focused on that, and that would have to be like the full-time job, and the family would be like on the back burner.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and he talks to me about how much time it takes. And one YouTube video, he recently hired an editor, and he's going to come on the show again here soon. So maybe he could just talk about this himself. But he had to hire an editor, and he's really getting burnt out on it and whatnot. And it takes a lot of effort. Like my oldest son says he wants to be a YouTuber, but I'm like, dude, I don't think you realize how difficult it really is. Like it is hard freaking work to do it, man. Like,
I think it has to be something you really want.
Yeah, true. Because I mean, even our little bit of success that we have reached still takes me a lot of time. I still am trying to find ways to work in being able to make more and better content for people into my busy schedule. He has 3 kids, and 2 of them are twins, and they're toddlers. So that's a whole different thing. He owns a school and whatnot. So, and I have 3 kids, full-time dad, full-time job. I recently, I don't go to school anymore. Thank God that's off my plate. But, and then I try to do all this stuff. So I'm trying to figure out, I have to Jordan's kind of success, we've talked about it. If you want to be successful at something, you have to make it a priority, right? and you can only make so many things a priority before everything starts to be detrimental, So trying to figure out where I can add a little bit more of stuff for the podcast is truly going to be kind of difficult, but we'll see.
That's some deep thoughts, deep conversation, right? Because life changes. At certain times, some things are going to be more important than others. So it's interesting.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true. I don't think I'll ever completely stop training. I might have to. I mean, I already cut back when I need to, and I used to feel more sorry or guilty about it, like we were talking about earlier. But now, Professor Sean talks about it. He's like, "Look, dude, he's like, life happens, bro. Like, if you can't make it," he's like, he tells me one day I was rolling in class, and he's like, "Travis, you'll never be good at jiu-jitsu when you have a family." And I took it as him saying like my jiu-jitsu sucks, but I think what he meant was like you have to lower your expectations, kind of thing, right? Like I'm not saying I suck at jiu-jitsu. My jiu-jitsu is probably not the best, but I definitely feel like I've been gaining ground again recently.
Well, it depends on what you're comparing yourself to.
Yeah.
Like, if you take Hardy, for instance, I guarantee you he can spend 6-7 hours a day training with a nutritionist and sports massage after the workout. It's just different, right? Like, what are you comparing yourself to?
It's true. And I kind of compare myself to myself, especially when we first started and how busy or how much we did train and whatnot. But I didn't have 2 kids then.
Well, yeah, I always think back to that training in Japan, right? We had nothing to do but work and train. That was like the best training we ever had.
It was so much freaking fun.
That was the biggest leaps, that we ever had.
Yeah. If you guys haven't listened to our episodes when we first started, because we started the podcast after we came back from Japan, right? And our first couple of episodes, we talk a lot about Japan. We even interview Maliki Friedman, who is the guy that was our instructors in Japan. That's their black belt that they were under. And so we interviewed with him and basically told him, like, your guys are phenomenal teachers. Like, it was the best jiu-jitsu we've ever had, and I still hold it in very high regards today.
Yeah, we think about it. So all we did was work.
Yeah.
We ate clean. You got all the sleep you needed every night because it was just you. There was no family there. You just went to bed and woke up, went back to work, and that was for months on end. I mean, It's the most time we ever got to dedicate to that.
Yeah, we were, 4 or 5 times a week?
Yeah. Off days, whatever. There was nothing else to do.
Yeah, like, hey, you want to meet up at the Crow's Nest on Sunday and train? So, yeah, it's definitely. Well, speaking of that, I mean, we're at 62 episodes deep of the podcast now, and we've talked to a lot of white belts and black belts and, all kinds of super cool people. We have a question here from our friend Jordan Pressinger, right? And we'll go ahead and listen to it and see what he has to say. What his question is. I've already listened to it because I wanted to make sure it wasn't like all kinds of messed up. But let's see what his question is.
What's up, guys? My name's Jordan. I was wondering the most insightful advice you've received from podcast guests, maybe the top 3, like the biggest light bulb moments you've had on the show. So yeah, let me know.
Hear it again, one more time.
One more time here. I'm actually gonna turn it down just for not for us, but for.
What's up, guys? My name's Jordan. I was wondering the most insightful advice you've received from podcast guests, maybe the top 3, like the biggest light bulb moments you've had on the show. So yeah, let me know.
So what is our biggest light bulb moments or best tips for white belts that we've received from one of our guests? John, what's yours?
Yeah, put me on the spot with that. I got to think about that for a minute. The best advice we ever heard for a white belt.
Top 3.
I think top 3 was just showing up, right? A lot of people would have be nervous for class or not wanting to show up, and the best thing you could do was just showing up. I mean, that is the hardest thing. Sometimes you're tired from work, you don't want to go, you're just tired, you just don't want to do it. Yeah. Then you go and you get there and you're like, oh God, I feel fantastic. Why didn't I just want to?
Yeah. Charles recently, we gave him the option to quit jiu-jitsu and start going to like the YMCA and just working out there with Lordell and whatnot. And he said, no, I want to keep doing jiu-jitsu. I love jiu-jitsu. I want to get the highest belt I possibly can. He says, I love doing jiu-jitsu. He's like, this is very, very honest of him. He's like, I love doing jiu-jitsu. The worst part is leaving. I always hate leaving to go to jiu-jitsu. And I was like, you and me both, bro. Like, but yeah, just showing up. Another one is, I think
the small victories. That was a big one. The
James
victories.
O'Connor celebrating the small victories. I thought that was a really good one. Jordan Pressinger, the guy who just asked the question, doing it for the calories. Once that was a good one. That was a good one. I thought that was really nice. And then the one that kind of really changed my mindset the most would probably be Thomas Rosinski's when he said, "Focus on your journey." You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people when they first start, we compare ourselves or we think about belts. And we have this idea of what a belt represents in our head, but a belt doesn't represent anything but what it represents for you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like we're both blue belts. We got them at the same time, but our skill set is completely different. Like our athleticism is completely different, or our techniques are completely different. But yet we're still blue belts. We're and so that was a good eye opener for me. Was belts don't matter. Just focus on your journey and have fun. I even liked what Rob just said, right? He was like, have fun and set goals. And I think people truly underestimate goal setting in jiu-jitsu because we often talk about, micro and macro goals within your journey, right? One micro goal could be like Rob just said, it's just not getting tapped this class.
Right.
I think that is a great goal is to say, I got tapped 4 times today. Tomorrow or next class, I want to get tapped 3 times or less. You know what I mean? I think that is a very powerful goal because then it starts instilling confidence in your skills that you are gaining. And it's a kind of a real-time goal too. Like the next roll, did you achieve that goal? Right? And then those turn into larger, more macro goals, which truly help out in the long run. But those small victories, like James O'Connor says, the small victories can lead to big achievements. You just have to understand not everything is going to be a needle mover right away.
Do you remember your first small goal?
I think it was to not get tapped by Cody. And I remember the first roll that I didn't get tapped by Cody because I got up and I put my hands in the air and I was like, I didn't get tapped. And he could have honestly been playing like his Z game against me and not actually been trying at all. But I just remember the whole roll I didn't get tapped and I felt like I was doing a good job of defending and fighting. And so that I felt like that was a victory for me. Now, if Cody felt like it was a victory for me, that's something completely different. I have no idea. But it was a good goal for me. What was your first small victory?
Not to tap to pressure.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That's a good one.
I used to feel like really claustrophobic when we'd first start. I was hot and then somebody smothering me and I was just burning up inside.
Yeah.
And it was just this weird feeling, and I'd tap to it, and I was like, man, I got to stop doing that. So that was my first one.
What was hey, man, what's up, Josh? Greatly appreciate the podcast, guys. Thanks. No, thank you for stopping by, Josh. How's it going today? We're just talking about our small victories. If you guys are here, let us know what your first small victory was in the chat box so we can talk about it. But what was that first thing that kind of clicked in your head for you to not tap? I think we talked about this in a previous episode, but what was that first thing that in your head that tapped or you wanted to stop? You're like, this is it. I'm not doing that anymore. What was that key that turned
it? It was in one of my panic-induced moments when somebody was really putting the pressure down. I think it was Phil. And I was looking to my left and looking to my right, and nobody was tapping the pressure. Nobody. And I was like, why the hell am I tapping the pressure? I was like, that's it. I'm not tapping to this anymore. And I didn't tap to pressure for years after that until San Diego. I think I was telling you that big black belt I sent you some pictures of. Like, he put some pressure on me, tap. It was like quick. I was like, whoo.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was it.
I can't remember the last time I truly tapped to pressure, but I mean, it still gets me to this day. It's just subconsciously I know that I can survive it now, and create frames and shrimp, get on my side, or there's better ways for me to alleviate some of that pressure than it was when we first started. And I think that's the whole thing too, right? Is like you start understanding small adjustments can truly help out. These micro adjustments, right, can truly help out. Like if you're laying on your back and someone's in mount, and literally just don't lay on your back.
Right.
You can turn your hips slightly and it relieves a lot of pressure. If someone has hooks in mount, then you just pop one leg out, lay it flat on the ground, and then they can't get that mount, and their mount pressure is instantly much less. You know what I mean? So that was like a big turning point too for my game, because I remember when people get in mount, I'm like, this is terrible, man. Or even knee on belly. There's still some times when someone puts a knee on belly on me, and I'm like, I gotta get it off, and it doesn't really work. But
you remember when Billy would sweep everyone nonstop?
Yeah.
And one day I was like, you're not sweeping me with that anymore. Like that's the next goal. Like,
we're
done with that sweep.
One of our first instructors, he was a blue belt at the time, and this guy would hit freaking Kimuras from every dang position, man. I would be in guard, boom, Kimura. I'm like, I didn't even see that coming. I'd have his back, boom, Kimura. I'm like, where is this coming from, man? And that was pretty fun. That was an eye-opening moment for me. It was like, dude, this guy, they're everywhere, man. But he was really nimble and one of those super flexible guys, and so I was like, this is interesting, man. So, but hey, let's all watch the Tom Hardy. Have you guys seen the Tom Hardy training video yet? It is quite interesting to watch. I think he's like pretty legitimate, to tell you the truth. Most people don't even, especially in his area, they probably don't want to take the opportunity to be in a vulnerable position like he puts himself in during this competition. But I think he does a pretty dang good job, let me tell you. So let's see here. Maybe I can just 1 second. So let's watch this, and we'll do our analysis of what's going on, John. All right?
Let's give it a go.
I'll go full screen. 1 second. How's it look on that end? Okay, it looks good. Perfect. Let's see. We're gonna start from the very beginning. Let me know if it's too loud, guys. So they bump hands, right? Very respectful. So the guy just grabbed a collar grip, right? Pulls guard.
Pulls guard.
John, how do you feel about guard pulling?
I tried it in that only competition I did, and I decided I'd never do that again in a competition.
So this guy pulls guards on Tom Hardy.
He pulled it right away. Yep.
He pulled it right away. I mean, tell you the truth, if I'm fighting Tom Hardy, I'm pulling fucking guard. Like this, there's no way I'm gonna stand with this guy. He's strong as shit. But Tom Hardy is the same age as you, so he would be in your bracket, and I think he's about the same size as you too.
I think he's got a lot more muscle than you.
Yeah. So
look, he's already stacking.
Look, he's like stacking him right now. I have like an indifference about stacking like this, right? Because this guy still has his closed guard. In my eyes, release the closed guard, underhook the leg, right? You can swing for an arm bar or whatever. Tom Hardy has his arms in the guy's like throat, right? So his arms are straight up, right? So even then, he had a little bit of posture. Now, I don't know exactly. We can't see his hands on where he's framing or whatnot. But having your closed guard, in my opinion, and I'm just a blue belt, having your guard closed like this probably isn't optimal, especially when you could most likely reach underneath and get a leg or something like that. So, but I think he tries to advance the position a little bit. A little bit of a
He just wants to pick him up and slam him, but he's not doing it.
So we see like his forearms across the throat. Kind of a dick move, Tom. Kind of a dick move. John, how do you feel about the forearm across the throat?
I feel like it's competition and go for it.
It's kind of like when you first start and you get into someone's guard and you try to bread cutter them, right? You try to do a little bread cutter choke on them. Don't.
Switching it to the other side.
Move, ref. So look, now he's kind of trying to isolate that arm. See, the guy in the bottom is trying to isolate the arm because I think he goes for an arm bar, and that's how Tom gets out.
Look, he reached back. He reached back to break that guard.
So this is honestly, we'll wait until he breaks the guard. A lot of people talk trash about that guard break because of that right there. So what Tom Hardy just did is probably my favorite guard break. The mistake that he had was he was going for the guard break without having a vertical torso, with not having proper torso position, because this is exactly what will happen. You can get triangled or you can get armbarred from this position when you reach back. If you are going for this guard break, you need to have a vertical torso. You can't be hunched over because you're automatically isolating one of your own arms, right? So if you're vertical and you reach back, right, and you have good posture, you have a hand on the hip, you're not having an arm extended, you can break that leg, and then you can hold on to the pants leg, pass it over, and not have to worry about getting arm bar. But he was stacking the guy, and he reached back, and it was just bad positioning for him. So this guy, boom, goes for a triangle, has an arm.
Triangle, didn't he? What's a triangle, Tom?
Right out of it.
And got out of it, right? So it was Tom did a good job by getting out of that triangle, but I mean, you got to be careful. That truly what will happen. It's happened to me before. Keegan is a prime example of what happens if you don't have good positioning in it. But I feel for the guy on the bottom because now you're like, fuck.
No, he's like, I had it and I let it go.
Yeah, look, now he's like trying to insert the knee. He's like, please, no, God, no. Tom's getting that outside leg grip.
Controlling that leg, yep.
Ooh, nice. Just walk around the legs, knee on belly. Look at this frame. Look at this frame. That and this is what leads to this guy's downfall, right? He has the death grip on Tom Hardy's gi, it looks like.
Oh, he just...
Oh, he's going to get the Kimura here. Go on, Tom. When you're on top of the head like that,
I love this is right here, north-south Kimura. This is my favorite. My favorite submission. If you guys roll against me, I will go for this 99% of the time. This is my favorite submission because it can lead into an armbar. John, what are you thinking right now if you're the guy on the bottom?
Oh, right now he's thinking, shit. I mean, he's in a bad spot.
He is.
It looks like Hardy's in a good position.
Yeah.
Looks like he's about to swing that leg over if this doesn't go. Haven't seen up to here.
Oh, he's going for
yep.
the armbar now.
There it is.
Yep.
Leg went over.
So notice he goes for the armbar, right? The guy starts bridging into him. Tom has his foot on his bicep to try to break that grip, which kind of leads to Tom falling on his back. But his opponent is sitting up, and I don't know. To me, this is not a strong position for the guy in the white gi because of that exactly reason. Tom crosses his feet. Don't ever cross your feet. No, I'm just kidding. Not true.
Tom did not look worried at all this entire match.
And then, boom.
Yeah, he had that no problem.
Right? So, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Nope, can't. Okay. So if you notice, the guy's holding on to Tom's gi, it looks like. He looks like he's holding on Tom's gi to prevent him from falling back. And Tom just brings the arm to his chest and lays back and finishes the arm bar. That was a really slick move. I feel you, bro. That was a good fight. But where do you think was the biggest mistake on that guy's part, John?
You know, I feel like I don't know why he's latching on to his gi so much. That's not going to help him. Yeah, play that just real time.
You want to go back and play it real time?
Can you just go through it without stopping it?
Yeah. We'll go through it again. Let's go.
You want to know what his biggest mistake was? You're about to see it.
Pulling guard?
Pulling guard.
You think so?
I think so. Tom is not a small man.
No.
Like, he pulled it, he's done.
Guard pulling there.
I mean, unless he was just working to get in his guard.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good.
Because right here, he seems like this is where all his trouble started.
Yeah, Tom's really trying to get his hips overhead. I'm not gonna lie though, this dude down here, right here, this dude just took the biggest breath of his fucking life. He's like, Tom's starting to stack him. The guy's pushing up against him.
Let's see why he lost this triangle.
So Tom's arm is still out. Yeah, okay.
Yep, right there.
Trying a
With the
triangle,
hook.
isn't he? Watch the triangle, Tom. Oh, he's out. Nice.
I think the reason he lost it is, one, it wasn't locked in very well. I don't want to stop it again. But he also didn't like control the head to keep him in tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to get the Kimura here. Go on, Tom.
So, okay, I'll hold on.
When you're on top of the head like that Kimura's finished. There's no way he's getting out of that.
All right, so
Guy
this
clears
is
his own
where he
head.
had his chance.
Look, yeah,
right
so
here.
now he's grabbing
Yep.
Tom's gi, which, if you're a black belter, you know something I don't know. Why would he grab the gi?
Now he's going for the armbar.
He's still holding on to it.
He's still holding on
He's
to
still
it.
holding on.
Yeah.
He ain't going to overpower that leg.
Yeah.
He had a chance here. Oh, and then it's done.
Yeah.
Nice, Tom.
I mean, I found myself doing that before. I'm holding on to that gi for dear life, and then I can't feel my forearms. And I'm like, what did I do that for?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think another mistake that the guy had was when he went to go stack Tom, he fell to the side, right? Instead of trying to stack Tom on his back, you know what I mean, to help relieve some of that pressure, because I think he could have survived it, honestly, if he would have.
Yeah,
he would have stacked and then try to, like, do the micro adjustments to
Yeah.
get him out. But do you think Tom Hardy would kick your butt?
Yeah, probably. I mean, what is he, like 5'7", 5'8",
Yeah.
220? How much
Tom
does he
Hardy?
weigh?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Did you see Venom? That guy looked jacked up. What's his bio? Can we get his stats? Does it list it on there?
let's see what
Look,
Tom Hardy's stats are.
I'm 5'6". When I'm fat, I'm about 185 pounds.
Let's
Tom
see.
Hardy always looks yoked to me.
I don't know, man. I think
There you go. Look, height, weight.
he's 5'10".
Okay. That's a big difference. 5'10's big.
5'10's big. 165 pounds,
Wow.
typically. Yeah, he's not he gets big for his rolls, right? So he's around 165 pounds. This is per StarSunFolded.com. Tom Hardy, height he's 5'10". We're American, so we use real measurements here. He's 165 pounds. So how the hell do they get his chest size? He's a 33 waist. Cool. He's got a dad bod like me. 16-inch biceps. Weak. No. But he's 44 years old?
I mean, I thought he looked good in that match.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he looked great. He's 45. He's about to be 45.
You can tell he's put a lot of work in.
Yeah.
Effort. Panicked at all.
Yeah. I think that was
He didn't even look like he was breathing hard, to be honest. He was just rolling.
yeah. I think that was a great job by Tom. He competed at, what up, Jordan?
He competed in middleweight in that video at 181 pounds.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Yeah. I think he would kick my ass too, though, tell you the truth. I think he did a great job. Jordan, that guard break that he did, correct me if I'm wrong, his mistake was he was stacking over the guy, right? He should have had more of a vertical posture, and then I don't like bringing the arm all the way down behind the knee. I like keeping it by the foot because I have more leverage to break it. And then also I have more leverage to move the arm, right? So if I'm reaching behind, I grab by the ankle or like monkey grip the ankle to break it. And then I can push it out of the way to pass the guard. That's like my favorite guard break. First of all, Tom Hardy looks like he has a very similar game to me now that I'm talking about it because he went for the north-south Kimura to armbar and he broke it the way I did. So, exactly. His guard passing was pretty trash, to be honest, especially reaching back like that. The triangle was imminent. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is if he would have had a vertical posture and whatnot, I think that guard break works, man. It's just you can't. And I don't know why he was stacking him so hard. So what? Oh, it's all right.
I don't know. I'd have just been desperately going, how can I get this wrist lock? What do I need to do to get this?
And the prime example is that the wrist lock. Oh my god! And I don't know why, Jordan. Why would someone want to hold on to their opponent's gi and not just freaking try to gable grip their own hands in an armbar defense? I feel like gripping like this, right?
Weak.
If I were to grip, this is so weak compared to
especially laying on your back.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
well,
all
he
you
had
got
it.
is this.
He had it when he first started in that position, and he just never let it go. When he was in that north-south, so.
Yeah, that's what I was like, man, he's holding on to that like for dear life. I just don't know why.
Yeah, I don't understand, but hey, I'm just a blue belt. I think Tom did pretty good. His guard pass was pretty trash, but I mean he's a blue belt. And I can Monday armchair. Was it
Monday
quarterback it, but. I liked how his he did pass the open guard to go to that north-south position. I thought that was pretty smooth, and the way he controlled the outside leg was nice. But I don't think you want to control the outside leg in that position. I think if you're gonna like do a Toriando pass or something like that, you need to control that inside leg so you don't re-guard, right? Because otherwise his opponent could have got his knee on the inside. You think so? Oh, we should. All right. Have you seen Mario Lopez's jiu-jitsu stuff,
no.
bro? Mario Lopez. First of all, this guy is
so we can get a celebrity match.
I think it's a legit thing. I think they're about to do it. Let's see.
Yeah, but if he breaks Venom out, it's over.
Oh my freaking god. Mario Lopez disqualified from jiu-jitsu tournament. Okay. So, here we go. Mario Lopez wins gold at Jiu-Jitsu tournament. Let's see here. So, for those who don't know, Mario Lopez was actually a high school wrestler also, and he's like 10 years older than... No, he's not 10 years older. How old is Mario Lopez?
I'm here and say 46.
He's 48.
Close.
Let's see how big he is. Mario Lopez, weight and height. What the hell is all this? Net worth. Okay, so Mario Lopez is very similar to Tom Hardy. 5'10", 185 pounds. Shoe size, 10. All right. I don't know how these people are getting it. 34 waist, 16-inch biceps. Yeah, dude, these guys are
Do not click on his Tinder profile. What are you doing, bro?
These guys are freaking almost identical, man. Well, that's pretty interesting.
Match them up.
He left a lot of space in general. On that in that passing, yeah. Mario's good wrestling too. He's top 10 in California as a high school wrestler. Yeah, they I'm surprised how similar they are in body style. Yeah, to be almost 50. I mean, first of all, that's a man dime right there. And but let's watch his competition video. Let's watch this. All right, Mario. Don't disappoint me, man. Here we go. Look at that shoot!
Wow.
Did you see that? Let's go back and we're gonna slow mo that.
I need that ref to move.
He is. Let's see. Oh nope, wrong one. I don't want that. He did not
Yes.
waste any time.
I think there's baby oil on that mat.
Look, shoots straight down for the blasting double. He goes to start off behind the he has one arm, it looks like behind the hamstring, and then the other one goes up and just lifts this dude straight up. That's fucking TRT at its mask, bro. He is like juiced to the gills probably right now. Slams him. Gracie Baja, prime example right there on how to get a takedown. Straight into side control. Wraps up the head. Dang, man, just that blast double. What was the score? 13-0? 2 advantage points?
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. I think there should be more, right? I think there's more video out there. That's crazy. That guy straight up blasted.
Yeah, I'd like to see those two. I'd like to see that match.
Yeah, he's done celebrity boxing and stuff like that too. Yeah, that was pretty good. I don't know, man. Sometimes I want to compete and sometimes I don't.
You should.
I know. Jordan, you got a competition coming up, right? I think Mario wins that. Yeah. Tom was pretty good, but Mario Lopez looks pretty goddamn legit, man. Top 10 wrestler in California during his time. And then even after Saved by the Bell, he like threw little nuances that he was a wrestler in that too.
I'm going to go with Tom. Sorry.
You going to go with Tom?
I don't see Saved by the Bell beating Venom, bro. That's all there is to it. Not happening.
I don't know, man. I think if Venom is released, I don't know. I would love to see the training protocol for Tom when he was doing the Warrior.
Oh man, you ain't joking.
You know what I mean? Because they still have to do some good training there. Yeah, in 8 weeks versus a big 10th Planet black belt. Yeah, I saw the picture of the guy. I was like, holy crap, that's a big dude. Are you? How are you preparing for this guy? Are you training with anyone kind of like typically his size? And like for these these matches, if someone is training for a super fight, are they typically the same size as the person, or can it be up and down the ladder in size? Because that's always interesting to me. Like, how would someone train for someone that's bigger than them? Should they train with only people that are bigger than them, or
I would for sure. I'd like line up all the Thors I could get and Gregs, and that would be it.
I don't know. Maybe. Because then if you're always, well, I don't know.
I'd want to feel that pressure and, you know, how they move.
Under pressure. Doom, 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 dooms. I don't know. It's kind of like how marathon runners don't always just run long distance. You know what I mean? They also run sprints. Not a lot of good big guys at my gym normally are the same size. And I thought it would be fun to take a big boy. That's a big boy, all right. That's a big boy. Are you dropping in at other gyms to train with them, with anyone else? Let's see. I didn't exit out of it. I don't know. I would like. I think Tom Hardy and Mario Lopez should do an MMA match. Let's watch his striking.
Look, man, I grew up watching Oscar De La Hoya. If Oscar was in his prime in the least, this wouldn't even be.
He brought home the gold from the 92 Barcelona
To the evening.
Let's see.
Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy himself.
Let's see what the striking looks like.
You know, between the two of them, these men have.
So Mario Lopez in black shirt, Oscar De La Hoya white shirt.
10 times.
Obviously looks a little bit out of his prime.
It looks
Probably high on cocaine.
yeah, probably.
Ooh, good body shot.
Nice inside work here. Only 10 seconds left in this 90-second
Oscar
round.
was a bad dude.
Yeah, he was.
Trying to steal the round from Oscar De La Hoya.
I'll tell you what though, Mario Lopez looking sharp.
That'll do it for round number 1 here.
Let's get to the next.
Golden Boy himself for $1 million donated tonight.
I mean, is Oscar really trying here?
No, obviously not. I mean, he would probably absolutely destroy.
I mean, why is he
Mario.
breathing out hard over there in the corner?
Why? Look. Let's be honest. I mean, is this prime time Oscar De La Hoya?
I guess.
You guess that's prime time Oscar De La Hoya?
No, I mean, he was so good in his prime. I don't think he can come out here in the worst shape of his life in clean clocks.
I see what you're saying.
Showing his pride for his Mexican and American heritage with the flags of both.
No need. I'll beat him either way. Yeah.
Mario
I like the
Lopez
confidence,
seizing
bro.
the
I ain't got
center
that confidence.
of the boxing ring here. Can De La Hoya answer?
Ooh, okay.
The body shot from De La Hoya. Leaves the
I don't. I
head
think
out
Mario
there,
Lopez.
trying to bait Lopez
I
into
think
a
Mario
right
Lopez
punch.
might take him, man. Are they legit doing a boxing match
That's what I was wondering.
or a jiu-jitsu match? I wonder if they're doing like a legit jiu-jitsu match because I saw something on the interwebs of them talking about it. That'd be interesting. They should do that on Flow Grappling and have it take an hour and a half longer than it's supposed to and have no time limit and then charge everyone a yearly subscription just for that one situation. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I'd be down for that experience. 100%. You order it, you set it all up, and let me know 3 hours after it starts. I'll come watch.
Right. Hey, Jordan, actually, just to let you know, we answered your question at the beginning of the live stream. So if you want to go check it out, it's at the beginning of the live stream. You are, like I told you, you are one of our best pieces of advice when it comes to jiu-jitsu. So, and I think I'm going to do some editing on that, us watching the Tom Hardy and put it out as a YouTube video. Blue Belts React.
Yeah.
So we got to take some pictures.
Maybe you should reach out to Tom and see if that could be your first match, you and Tom. You guys are about the same size.
Bro, I'm like fucking 30 pounds heavier than Tom Hardy.
Use it to your advantage.
30 pounds of muscle.
There you go.
That's awkward. No, I'm not. So, I don't know. That'd be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I know he actually does train a lot. He does do like Muay Thai and stuff like that, and he does do obviously jiu-jitsu. He's a blue belt, and he doesn't seem like there's some celebrities out there that they only do privates. Who was it? The guy from, man, what is his name?
Ed O'Neill.
He's a chef from back in the day on Food Network.
You're talking about.
Crap, what is his name? He actually does. Oh, okay, there we go. Tyler Florence. Tyler Florence, if you guys don't know who that is, I'll pull him up real quick. He actually does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he does Judo at North Bay Jiu-Jitsu. He's a celebrity chef. If you guys know who he is. Right. He was like always on Food Network and stuff like that. Does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu privates and Judo privates up at North Bay Jiu-Jitsu, where our good friend Adolfo Ferranda trains at in Navajo, California. If you guys ever go there, if you mention his podcast, Forever White Belt, then you get 2 free weeks there. Just throwing that out there. A little plug for him. But I saw this on their Instagram story that he was there and he was taking one of the classes. And I was like, holy shit. Time to ask Tyler Florence if he wants to come on the show. So, but hey, that's been pretty much an hour. John, you got anything else, man?
Nope, I don't have anything else, man. That was fun.
This is a lot of fun. We should definitely do this more often. Yeah, agreed. We should.
Maybe we can look at just any kind of fights we want to look at, even historical ones, some boxing, any of that good stuff.
Dude, I'm down. You guys let us know how you guys felt about this. This was a lot of fun. Got an hour in. That's basically what I wanted to do, was just an hour just for now. We should definitely do a UFC fight again too. That'd be a lot of fun. There's the Nate Diaz and what's his name? I always forget how to say his name, but that fight's coming up. That's next weekend. We can do live streams. The TV's right behind the sound blanket. We could just take the blanket down and watch some stuff. So
let's do it. Have you ever seen the Buster Douglas Mike Tyson fight?
I have not.
That is, for me, the best fight I've ever watched.
Isn't that the one where Mike Tyson lost?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like his first loss after.
Yeah, you
his,
got to
like,
watch that. You
incredible
got to go
winning
back
streak.
and watch that, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. All right, guys. Hey, well, appreciate everyone watching. Jordan, thank you. Josh, thanks for stopping by. You guys are amazing. Hopefully, you guys have a fantastic Sunday. We're gonna go hang out with the family and eat some food and chillax. So, thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you later. Peace.